Hey team, welcome back. Today we have our upper body workout. So I do have some of my lighter dumbbells. I have one heavy one because we are going to be doing a single arm dumbbell row. Plus we have some presses. We are going to do either a chest press or possibly push-ups, whatever you prefer there. So make sure you have those weights, your mat, your water bottle, and a sweat towel, and let's get started. First, let's get started with our warm-up. So let's just take our arms into a nice big circle, opening up. Good, other direction. Good, we're then gonna walk it out into a plank here, doing a little bit of shoulder taps, keeping the core tight here. Good, while we're down here, we're then gonna move into some push-ups. So you can feel free to drop to your knees if you wanna do it like that, and just to make sure we're getting nice and warmed up first. Good job. Let's walk it back on up. Good, take it across. Add in some legs there. Good stuff. Good, nice and wide here, just nice reach, opening up that rib cage. Good, switch sides. Good, again. Good, other side. Good, we're gonna come here. So you're gonna reach, bring your arms up, and then bring them down. Good, if you are going to be going into a heavier shoulder press in those, now's a good time to maybe grab some of your lighter weights. Just do a nice little round. I'll do it with you actually. So we're just going to make sure that we're good and warmed up. I always like to do, I call it a warm-up set. So I'll do lighter weights just to make sure we are warmed up. If you are, that is, if you are pushing heavier today. Okay, let's just go into a little back row. And then we will get started with our workout. So our first exercise today is going to be either, you have an option. You can do a chest press. If you feel like maybe you have, good. We'll just go into a lateral raise here while I explain. So a chest press, or if you don't have heavy enough weights for your chest press, you can always just do a push-up. We are doing 3 rounds. We have 6 exercises, same kind of style, 6 exercises that we'll be doing 3 rounds through, okay? So we'll run through all of them and then repeat. So maybe one round you wanna do push-ups, maybe you wanna do chest press on one, you can always mix it up. So that's our first exercise. We're gonna start into it. We're doing 40 seconds on with a 20-second rest. So I'll explain the next exercise when we get there, okay? Whew. All right, get into position. I'm gonna start just with a chest press, I think. And then maybe the next one, I'll do a push-up. Okay, so you're gonna come on down. You're gonna tuck your chin and press up. Make sure you're breathing. If you're not pressing, you are doing your push-ups. Good, and rest. Good job. All right, so you can set your weights and down. We're gonna do a single arm dumbbell row. So I am going to, I should have maybe grabbed some different weights for this workout, but we're just gonna roll with this. So we're doing, oh my goodness, this is heavier than I thought. Oh, okay, so single arm. So you can either get into a position like this, nice stance, and you're gonna row. If you have like a chair or a bench or something you wanna kind of hold on to, feel free. We're doing one side and then the other side. Try and keep that core nice and tight here. Feel that stretch in that lat muscle in your back here, and your pull up. So you want that weight to come to your side of your hip, ideally here. And quick little rest. We'll go to the other side. Get yourself ready. We're going in 6 seconds. And let's go. You can kind of stand however keeps you sturdy. Some people like to hold on to something like in this stance, or you can always just come bring your feet kind of together. And if you have, say, maybe lighter dumbbells, you don't have a heavy enough one, instead of doing singles, you can always do double. You just do 40 seconds, rest 20 seconds, and then you go again, instead of doing the singles. And rest, good. Okay, so now we have a overhead press. So if you have one of those big, large bands and you don't have dumbbells, you can always use the band around your feet and do that. Or we're just gonna use the dumbbells that we have, okay? Or water bottles, whatever we're working with. Oh, okay, here we go. So press. So on these presses, I want full range of motion, okay? You see some people in the gym that are going crazy, crazy heavy, but they're only bringing the weight here to our ear height. So back in the day, this kind of was how we were taught to do shoulder presses. But if we actually want to grow some nice little delts, some nice little shoulders, we want to go all the way down and all the way up, okay? Not spending too much time up here, not locking this out. You want to keep that tension on, okay? Good, okay, and rest. Okay, bicep curl to Arnold press. So with your weight, we're gonna curl, come here, and then Arnold press. Down, curl, here, okay? We'll put it together. Here we go. So curl and up. Show you from the side, curl. And rest, good job. Good stuff. So we're gonna do a plank dumbbell drag. Get this big one out of my way. So you're gonna be in your plank. You're gonna have one dumbbell that we're just basically gonna pass through underneath, okay? So move it from side to side. If you wanna do it off your elbows, you can do that too, but that dumbbell is basically working its way underneath you, side to side. It's such a small movement. Might feel a little awkward at first. We want to draw that belly button in. You're working your shoulders. You're also working your core here. and rest. Okay, awesome. So those are 6 exercises. We're gonna run through all of those just 2 more times before we move on to our burnout and our finisher, okay? So grab some water quickly if you need it. We're gonna jump right into that first. So presses or push-ups, okay? We are on the clock. We are not wasting time today. Whew. Like I've mentioned many times in other videos, if you need to stop, hit that pause button and do what you need to do and then get back to work. Sometimes we run through these quickly because sometimes people are short on time and they want these workouts to be fast, but I totally understand not wanting to rush it sometimes. Okay, stop, rest, and take that time that they need to do what they need to do. We're all at different stages, so we're gonna do our single arm dumbbell row. Okay, I was almost gonna do the 10. I'm like, Angie, just use your heavy one. You can do it. Keep that core tight. If you feel like your shoulders are coming up to your ears, get them down. Shoulders are down and back. Make sure you're breathing, don't hold that breath. And 5, 3. Good. Okay, quick little rest. We'll go to the other side. This is like a good rest to grab your water on the dumbbell rows if you need to. We're going in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Slow, controlled tempo. And rest, good. Perfect. Okay, so we have that overhead press. Going in 3, 2, 1, here we go. So this is just a straight press. All the way down, all the way up. In these workouts too, if you ever feel like you're like, you know what, I've got a bit more time and I found this a little bit easier than what I was hoping for, you can always rewind and you can always add another set. Sometimes that's all we need is just that 4th set, that 4th round, and rest. Okay, so remember we got that curl Arnold press, okay? 10 more seconds rest though. Going in 5. And here we go. Curl, Arnold. Make sure you're controlling everything, not just letting those weights drop. You want to slowly lower them on this part and the bicep. Okay, good. And rest. So we have that plank drag, dumbbell drag. I don't know why these are not my favorite, but usually it's those exercises that were like, this is not my favorite and you don't enjoy doing. Those are the ones that you should be doing. Okay, and let's go. Good, 2, 1, awesome job. Okay, that is round 2. We just have one more round to get through. So we're jump into it. Remember, this first exercise, you can do push-ups, you can do chest press, but we are going in 5 seconds. So get yourself ready. I know, not a lot of rest here. Okay, let's do this. And rest, good stuff. Okay, dumbbell row. You guys know what to do. 5, 4, start with the same side, I guess, might as well. And here we go. Just think, last time you have to do dumbbell rows. 5 more seconds here. Good. Rest. Other side. Grab some water quick if you need it here. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Keep using that breath. Stay focused, guys. We're almost done with a big chunk of this workout. We are getting through it. You guys are doing amazing. And rest, good. Perfect. Okay, overhead press. Grab your dumbbells. We're going in 5 seconds here. Here we go. Good, good, good. 5 more seconds. Push. Push. Good, 20-second rest. Then we have those last time for those bicep curls with the Arnold press. 5 more seconds. Okay, let's do this, guys. Curl and around. Three, two, one. Awesome job. Okay, plank drag through. Our last little time for this before we get to our burnout circuit. The burnout it'll go by much faster than this. We'll be done before you know it. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go. 10 more seconds. 3, and awesome job. Okay, you guys grab some water. I'm gonna change up our timer here. We are done. So we're gonna do 30 seconds, 15-second rest. We're gonna do a couple rounds. So we're gonna start with lateral raises. We are gonna do push-ups now. So if you can't do full push-ups, that's no problem. You're gonna do them off your knees. If you can't do them off your knees, you can do them off a chair, so you're a bit more on an incline, or you can even do them off the wall. Like, there's always modified versions. And then we're gonna do a rear delt fly, hammer, curl, hold at the 90-degree. I'll just walk us through it. Sorry, I do have to look because I don't remember everything. Okay, so we're gonna start with a lateral raise though. You can do these with, obviously, if you don't have proper weights, you can always do water bottles are really good because you don't wanna go too heavy with your shoulders. You wanna be very mindful about your shoulders. But we're gonna get started here in just a few seconds. So I'll just show you. So lateral raises, these are one of the best shoulder workouts. You want just like a slight bend in your elbows and you're here, okay? See, there's this bend in my wrist too. You're almost like leaned forward a bit. Your knees are always soft. You're gonna join me when you're ready. We're doing this 30 seconds, 15-second rest before we move into the next exercise, which is gonna be our push-up after this. So try and keep this going. And we're just doing 2 rounds, not 3 this time, 2 rounds. So 5, 3, and I started a little bit late. I'll do an extra one there. Okay, so down into our push-ups. We have 9 seconds before we get started. We're doing push-ups, and then we're doing those rear flies. Rear flies, you definitely want to go light or even just body weight, going through the motions here. Okay, push-ups. That's it, 5 more seconds. And rest. Okay, rear delt flies. So definitely lighter here. Your knees are soft. You wanna get those shoulders down and back, and you're bringing your weight up here. So it's almost like you're bringing your weight into a Y. Not a T, but a Y, okay? And I wish I had lighter ones for this, but here we go. This is one of those exercises you want to make sure that your shoulders are down, back, they're not creeping up. If they are, stop, adjust, and then go again, okay? And rest, good stuff. Okay, so we did those. Hammer, curl, hold is next. This is our last exercise in the circuit. So you're basically 90-degree angles and you're just gonna hold this. Join me when you're ready. Just keeping that tension on here. Hold, 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 hold. This is one thing, I don't do a lot of biceps anymore. Biceps, triceps, not a ton. Not even really doing a ton more upper body. So this is like, that's why I wish I had some lighter stuff. Because I'm done growing up top. Good, hold, 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 and quick little rest. Okay, so I'm gonna set my weights down. We're gonna go into that lateral raise. So this is round 2, okay? So lateral raises, shake your hands out if you need to. We are going in 5 seconds, my friends. 3, 2, 1, here we go. So slow, controlled movement. If you have the opposite problem and you have heavier and you're using that body weight to get it up, that's fine as long as you control it down, okay? 5 more seconds. Good, quick little rest. We're going into push-ups. And just think, last round for push-ups. And let's do this. Try not to bash my head off these weights here. That'd be great. Come on, guys, keep going. Stay with it. 5. Whew. And good. Okay, awesome job. That's it for push-ups. So we have rear delt flies next. Going in 8 seconds. And come forward. Here we go. Knees are soft, shoulders down and back. Let's do this. Just 30 seconds. We can do this. And rest. Oh. Okay, hammer curl. So we're just holding the dumbbells, working our biceps. This is the last exercise in this little burnout before we get to our finisher. Okay, 3, 2, 1, hold. Hold, hold, hold. I don't know why in these ones I always walk around. If you guys could tell me a story, that'd be great. God. Yeah. We can do this. 15 seconds here. Keep holding. You just got to keep that tension on. Think about something else. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. Okay, you can set those weights aside. We're going to go into a plank. Hold. We're going to do a little bit longer. So you can do your plank up high. You can do it off your elbows. I think the big thing with plank is we really want to make sure we're drawing the belly button in, almost like rounding a little bit. It's the only time that I think I would actually say round your back is in a plank. Okay, so let's just jump into it. Ready, set, and let's go. Hold, hold, hold. Obviously, planks are amazing. They work pretty much like almost like your whole body, especially your posterior side. After doing those shoulders, you'll definitely feel it in your shoulders here. Hold, hold, hold. Three, 2, 1. Okay, rest. We're gonna do that again, okay? Just rest your shoulders, let yourself stretch out if you need to here. We're going again in 5 seconds. You guys ready for this? 5 seconds, another 30 seconds. You can do this. And up we go. Hold, hold, hold. Keep holding. What do they say? If you start shaking or you're shaking, it means it's working. I've heard that before. I don't know if that's true or not. And, okay, quick rest. Come on down. Oh, I gotta let these shoulders rest. We're gonna do that one more time, okay? One more time, and we're done with this workout. You guys are doing amazing. Staying strong. Okay, 1, and up we go. 30 seconds. Here we go. Draw that belly button in. Think about something other than what you're doing right now. Maybe think about what you're gonna have for dinner tonight. Good, good, good. Keep holding. Amazing, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and ta-da! Awesome job. You guys have made it to your cool down. Good job. You guys should be proud of yourselves. Working out too is it can be so challenging some days. Like even today, I feel like I don't know, I just feel like I maybe ate and I didn't let my food digest enough. So I was like, oh gosh, I'm not gonna be sick, but you know what I mean? When you're just like, oh, you just think of any excuse. Okay, let's just do a little bit of cow breathing here. I can't talk. So nice big inhale. Exhale, round up. Good, and again. Again, just do this on your own pace. Good stuff. Okay, let's do a little thread the needle because we did do a lot of the shoulders. So you're gonna take your right leg, it's gonna go straight out. You're gonna place your right hand kind of more in the center. We're gonna take the left arm, we're gonna thread it on through and come on down nice and gently. I always like to kind of rest the back of my head onto my mat and push with the opposite hand here and just peek up a little bit. I always feel a nice little stretch in my left shoulder blade there. Take a nice deep breath. Good stuff, and then slowly come on out of it. Let's go to the other side. So take the left leg out. Left hand is gonna come a little bit more center. We're gonna inhale right arm, thread it on through, and then just peek up at that ceiling if we can here. Nice deep breath. Good, and then slowly come on out of that. Good stuff. We're gonna come into a child pose. So you can either bring your knees together or apart. I like to bring my big toes together and take my knees a little bit wider. And then I'm just gonna sit back into that child pose. Really walk my arms out. Feel that nice stretch here. Take a nice big inhale, breathe into that low back. And exhale, relax down into the mat. Coming up onto those fingertips, you might feel that stretch in the lat a little bit more. You might want to kind of shift side to side. While you're down here, you might want to walk the hands over to the left so you feel that stretch in that right side a little bit more. Good. Back to center. Walk it over to the right. Nice deep breath. Good. Back to center. And come on up. We'll just come to our easy seated position here. Placing our hands on top of our knees here. Let's just inhale, swoop forward. Exhale as we round in the back. Good. Make sure you're using that breath. Good, back up to center. Let's go into the opposite direction. Nice big inhale. Exhale, round. Good. Awesome job. Good stuff. Okay, back up to center. Let's just take our right hand, bring it across our body here. Good stuff. Good, and switch. Amazing. All right, guys, and that is all that I have for you today. If you feel like you need to do some more stretching, please feel free, and I'll see you on the next one.